Hi, I'm Michaela Keel.
And I'm Max Fuller. Welcome to this edition of WPTE.
Congratulations to all the 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders for completing iStep.
We know you rocked it. Working that hard makes me hungry.
I'm really hungry too. What's for lunch today?
Today's lunch is whole grain soft pretzel with cheese. Sandwich is turkey bacon club wrap.
Salad is popcorn chicken salad.
And the hot vegetable is harvest of the month.
Sounds delicious. We need dessert. Who has a birthday?
Where the birthdays are, there's cake. Happy birthday to Joyce, Stu, and Mrs. Shields.
Head down to the office for your birthday treat. Next, we have Anna standing by with weather. Anna, take it away.
Thank you, Max and Mikhail. I'm Anna Lee with this weekend's weather. There's a lot going on this weekend, so let me try to walk you through it. Today will be dry with partly cloudy skies. However, rain is on its way. Once the rain arrives, it will be here through the weekend. You know the old saying, when it rains, it pours. We have the potential to see 2 to 5 inches of rain through Sunday. Saturday has the potential to be very, very wet with heavy downpours across the area. Temperatures will vary across the state. In the southern parts, we'll see highs near the 80s, but around here it will be in the 60s. Don't forget the umbrella when you walk out the door. Now back to the studio.
Thanks, Anna. It looks like it will be a rainy weekend.
Make sure you put on your raincoat and grab your umbrella.
Next we have Logan and Saswat with Did You Know?
Logan and Saswat, take it away.
Thanks, Max and Mikhail.
Hi, I'm Logan Heisler.
And I'm Saswat Una.
And we're here with Did You Know? Hey Saswat, did you know that video games help train your brain to make faster decisions?
But don't play too many video games because your body needs to move. Did you know that singing improves breathing and significantly strengthens the lung?
That gives me an idea. Singing while playing video games can be a perfect balance.
Hey Logan, did you know that hippos are upset? Their sweat turns red.
Wow, we should stay away from red sweat hippos.
Yup, they are very powerful animals that you wouldn't want to run into that have a bad day in the wild.
Saswat, did you know that an eagle can kill a young deer and fly away with it?
Wow, and eagles must be very strong to pick up a deer.
Did you know that it's impossible to properly pronounce the letter M without touching your lips?
If you didn't,
now you do know these. Now back to the studio.
Well, I did not know that hippo's sweat turns red when it gets mad.
Next, we have Wyatt and Nathan Patain for Pets on the Prairie. Wyatt and Nathan, take it away.
Thank you, Max and Mikhail. Hi, I'm Wyatt Griffith with Pets on the Prairie. Today, our special guest is Nathan Patain. Nathan, tell us a little bit about your pets.
I have 2 dogs, Kaya and Sadie.
Cool, how old are they?
Kaya is 3 and Sadie is 2.
Cool, where did you get them?
We got Kaya from Michigan and Sadie from people who can take care of her.
Cool, can they do any tricks?
Sadie can jump over fences.
Awesome, thank you Nathan for joining us. Now back to the studio. Thanks, Nathan. Wow, that's amazing. Sadie can jump higher than me.
Reedy is up next with 5th grade memories. Reedy, take it away.
Thank you, Mikhail and Max. Hi, I'm Reedy here with 4 5th grade students. Can you all tell us your name and teacher?
I'm Katie and my teacher is Mrs. Whistler.
I'm Taylor and my teacher is Miss G.
I'm Reese and my teacher is also Miss G.
I'm Christine and I'm from Mr. Smith. How many years have you all been at Prairie Trace?
I've been at Prairie Trace for 3 years.
I've been here for 4 months.
I've been here for 2 years.
I've been here for 2.5 years. What memories will you remember when you go to Clay?
I will remember being an MC for the 5th grade musical.
I will remember meeting my teacher for the first time.
I remember making new friends and hanging out with them.
I will remember being a Dalmatian for the musical. Thank you for sharing your fun memories at Prairie Trace. Now back to the studio.
I enjoy hearing everyone's favorite memories at Prairie Trace. Max, what will you remember most about Prairie Trace?
Gosh, there are so many things that I will remember. When I think about all my years spent in the halls of Prairie Trace, I always get a smile on my face. What about yours, Mikhail?
Same as you, Max, so many memories. But I'm really looking forward to the next few weeks and the variety show. It's so exciting.
Next up is Ella with some exciting YHBA news.
Take it away!
Mikhail and Max, I'm Ella and welcome to the YHBA Voting Party Review. Every year, a handful of students from 4th and 5th grade participate in the YHBA Voting Party. If you have read at least 5 or more YHBA books, you'll be part of the voting party held in the Media Center. You'll be included in a pizza party, and if you want, you can gather a group of friends from your grade and join Battle of the Books. In Battle of the Books, you join a competition where you make a team with people from your grade, and Ms. Dragish asks you about the books you've read along with other teams who are also competing against you. At the voting party, you vote on which YHBA book you like the best. For example, you are handed a ticket which you can place in a paper bag with the book's names on them. I voted for the book Rain Rain, great book. And then you can go have your pizza. Anyways, the winner of the YHBA voting party is El Defo in first place, and tied for second place is Running Out of Night and Rain Rain. Now back to Michaela and Max in the studio.
Congratulations to the winners. Those were some great books.
I agree, I couldn't put them down.
Sophia's up next with Mrs. Shaw to talk about Mrs. Pulley.
Today we are honoring Mrs. Pulley with Pink for Pulley Day.
Sophia, take it away.
Thank you, Max and Mikhail. I'm Sophia Chemansky, and did you notice all the pink around Prairie Trace today? There's a great reason why Prairie Trace is a sea of pink. Today is Pink for Pulley Day. Mrs. Shaw is here to tell us all about Mrs. Pulley and the impact she has made at Prairie Trace. Mrs. Shaw, thank you for being here to tell us all about why we honor Mrs. Pulley at Prairie Trace.
I was the kindergarten music and movement teacher when Mrs. Pulley was the kindergarten teacher, and I was also the instructional assistant with Mrs. Pulley when I first began teaching in 1999 here in Carmel. Mrs. Pulley opened the building. She opened Prairie Trace. She was a kindergarten teacher in 1998, and we worked together several years. She was a wonderful teacher. She was a gifted teacher. She was a teacher that everybody wanted to do their best at because they loved her so much and they knew that she loved them. But she also loved the staff here at Prairie Trace. So one point in case was Mrs. Herring was a brand new teacher and she didn't have a whistle. And on her birthday's in October, at her door shows Mrs. Pulley with a whistle saying, "Happy birthday, Mrs. Herring." So that's how Mrs. Herring got her class a whistle, was from Mrs. Pulley. Another example of her, she would love to have fun and do fun things in her classroom. And it was near Thanksgiving, and she had brought a box of cornbread for her students to make. And every student was stirring that cornbread. Every student had a chance to stir the cornbread, and I ran off to the oven to cook it, and I brought it back. The only problem was it was just a little pan. And so Mrs. Pulley said, "We'll just have to have a nibble. Everybody gets a little nibble." And so whenever I see cornbread now, I think of Mrs. Pulley and think, we're just gonna get a nibble. She was a courageous woman. She had breast cancer, and even through her treatments, she would come back to Prairie Trace and she would work even though maybe she didn't feel the best. She came and she worked because she was dedicated and she wanted to do the best by her students. And so I just have nothing but fond memories for Mrs. Pulley.
She seems like a very giving person.
Oh, she was.
The graduating class of 2017 was Mrs. Pulley's last kindergarten class. Class of 2017, don't forget to apply for the scholarship in honor of Nancy Pulley. Through this scholarship, her legacy continues to help others. Thank you, Mrs. Shaw, for sharing a side of Mrs. Pulley we never knew. Go have a nibble of cornbread and a glass of lemonade. Here's to Mrs. Pulley. Now back to the studio.
Mrs. Pulley really made an impact on Prairie Trace.
Thank you, Mrs. Shaw, for sharing your stories with us.
Olivia's up next with Teacher Feature. Take it away!
Thank you, Mikhail and Max. Hi, I'm Olivia Gardner, and I'm here with Teacher Feature. Today's guest is Miss Glickman. Thank you for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Miss Glickman, where did you grow up?
I grew up in the Chicago area in a suburb called Vernon Hills, Illinois.
Wait, what do you remember about elementary school? Do you have a favorite memory?
I have just so many memories of elementary school. It was probably my favorite time in my life. I remember having awesome teachers, which is kind of why I wanted to be a teacher, and just kind of always being encouraged to be what I wanted to be as a kid. It's kind of my memory as a kid is that.
Oh, that's cool. When and why did you decide you wanted to be a teacher?
I had great teachers again growing up that kind of inspired me to become a teacher, and then I also was a camp counselor growing up and always kind of loved being around kids, and so it kind of just fit for me.
What sport do you enjoy watching the most and what team?
I love baseball. I'm a huge Chicago Cubs fan, so I'm usually watching that, and then I'm also a huge Butler basketball fan as well.
What do you plan on doing this summer?
This summer, I plan on enjoying the nice warm weather. I'm going to go visit my aunt in Colorado, and then I'm hoping to get a puppy this summer too.
Oh, I might be getting a cat.
Oh, exciting.
Thank you for coming to WPTE. Now back to Mikhail and Max in the studio.
Thank you, Olivia. Welcome to Prairie Trace, Mrs. Glickman. I hope you had a great first year.
It was Miss Glickman's first year here, and it was our last year here, Max.
Last but not least, we have Caden and Emmanuel with Hawk Talk.
Take it away!
Thanks, Max and Mikhail. Hi, my name is Emmanuel Carrillo.
And I'm Caden Hutzel.
And we're here for Hawk Talk.
Can you believe we only have 18 more days of school left? It has been an incredible year, and we're ending it with amazing events.
On Monday, April 24th through Monday, May 1st, we will have our final box tops contest of the year. If the entire school collects 7,000 or more box tops, everyone will get an extra recess. Bring in those box tops.
The Aloha Fun Run 2K is tonight at 6:30. You can walk or run the 2K on Prairie Trace Path located in the field behind the school. Wear regular running gear or Hawaiian themed clothing. The Prairie Trace PTO along with PTE Wellness Committee is looking forward to seeing you tonight at this fun run to say thank you for all your support throughout the year.
Today we will honor the memory of Mrs. Pulley and pay tribute to her by wearing pink. Mrs. Pulley was a kindergarten teacher at Prairie Trace who lost her battle to breast cancer. In honor of her, we will wear pink. Pink for Pulley.
And lastly, we have our last day of Earth Day today. So hopefully everyone is wearing yellow, which stands for using electricity wisely. When you leave a room, turn off the light. It is that easy.
Thank you for joining us for Hawk Talk. Now back to the studio.
I'm very excited about the Aloha Run today.
Me too. I'll be there in my Hawaiian shirt, pumping up the crowd with some great tunes.
This concludes this edition of WPTE. We will end with the Pledge of Allegiance, Leadership Pledge, and a moment of silence. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you on the prairie.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. I pledge, as a Prairie Trace Elementary leader, to have a positive attitude each day. I will make good choices even when no one is looking. I will demonstrate the 7 habits to make myself and my school an amazing place.